I do think that we're now at a point where I don't think it's a long-term bottom, but we're getting close, right? So in the near term, yes, I bought down here. I'm expecting a bounce back, maybe 25,000, possibly even 30,000. So again, if you're a swing trader, there's a lot of money to be made in this market environment. We've already seen a snapback, and I want to show you guys just a couple cool things on. All right, anyways, let's get back to charts. Okay, so here we have the charts. And one of the cool things that I loved about the recent move down. So number one is markets tend to always want to flush out below where people think it's going to go. So everyone was talking 20,000. I was talking 20,000 when I was the unpopular one in the room. I had to go stand in the corner and hang my head in shame when we were at 68, 69,000. But it did come down there. As it came down, more and more people started to say 20,000 is the spot. That's going to be the low. So what happened? We saw it get down close to 20,000, and then it bounced a little bit. It kind of held above, and that was all those people buying in. In addition, a lot of people put stops just below 20,000 because the thought process was if it breaks 20, it's going to 15 or 10 or wherever it's going to go. The markets work like they want to take everyone out and fake everyone out. So they took out the people that bought above 20,000. They took out the stops below. And then we got this beautiful bottom, which just so happened to be a measured move. And what I mean by measured move is if you take this last move down, this vertical drop on the Terra Luna collapse and the UST collapse, that distance was replicated by this distance right here. So you got the even number pierce. In addition, you got that beautiful measured move. And then just something else that's kind of cool that I just discovered recently, if you want to do this, right? So take this low here from 2020, which was kind of the COVID low, take it to the current lows here and extend a parallel up and look at what you get. You get the perfect parallels from the highs of April of 2021 and November of 2021. So what this tells me is that you've now washed out a lot of the weak hands, and at least we can now bounce significantly. My guess is short term, you're going to get back here to this kind of level right here. This is around 25. And if we're really lucky, maybe we can test this 30,000 level right here. So yes, I am a bull right now. Again, I never like the perma bear, that name, because I'm more about the charts, right? If the charts are saying it's going down, I'm going to look that way. When the charts turn around and they say, hey, we're going to bounce or we're going to put in a major low, I'm ready to be on the long side. I don't think we saw the all-out capitulation volume, which is kind of why I still think we're headed to 12,000-ish, give or take. But again, as an investor in a bear market, you got to be able to play. To make money, we have to be able to play these bounces, right? So like a bounce from 17 to 30 is a percentage-wise massive move. Now, I'm long. I probably do take some off the table around 25 to protect myself, but I'll let a little run towards 30 just in case, right? So, and Sheldon kind of alluded to it so number one, it bothers me that the stock market hasn't bottomed out yet, right? So we're not even back to pre-COVID highs before all this money got injected into the NASDAQ. Apple hasn't corrected down to the levels we need to. So we always have to remember that at least at this period in time, Bitcoin trades with the NASDAQ, right? It's a risk on, risk off asset. So it bothers me a little that the NASDAQ hasn't bottomed out yet, even though I do think the NASDAQ's due for a bounce here as well, which coincides with Bitcoin's bounce. But the other factors are this, right? So if you look at this, and we just talked about this measured move, right? 14,000 down, 14,000 down. Well, now do another measured move from 69 down to 33. And if you do a measured move from that same highest pivot, you actually get 12,000. And that's also this area right here, which is major support right here. And then in addition, remember that in winters, in crypto winters, Bitcoin generally corrects 80 to 85%. Well, if you take 69,000 and factor in the 80 to 85% correction or drop, it actually gives you right around 12,000, basically between 10 and 13. So there's multiple confluences of levels around 12, but I want to say this. There's no guarantees, and Sheldon will tell you this. Trading and technical trading, it gives you probabilities, no guarantees. So I actually started a hodl position, and this might be groundbreaking news, but at 19, I actually started to inch in and tuck it in another account.
That's it.
Putting away.
That's all I needed to hear.
Oh, Gareth.